Hey friends. So this idea came into my head when I was just thinking about how many like art there is for like if Disney princesses were like horror movies because the original fairy tales are always pretty dark most of the time. So yeah, I was like, what if I did the opposite of that? If I just like took a horror movie and made it into like a fairy tale concept. So the first one I decided to do was Jennifer's Body. Um, I felt like this first picture I did was not a very good representation of like the story. It was just them just kind of standing there. So I did another one that was more of like a scene. But I don't know, that one also felt like just the same thing, just in a different outfit. So I don't know. We'll get to it. But I went medieval sort of for this one. I didn't want to be like too historically accurate, but I didn't want to be like too like inaccurate either because like I don't know, like princess movies like Barbie and Disney and stuff, they're never really super accurate, but like they're kind of taking some inspiration from a certain time period. So I'm like, I don't know where the line is. So yeah, I went pretty accurate with this one, I think. But yeah, I wanted like a period that's not super over the top. Like the dresses have kind of similar silhouettes, like they're pretty like chill and not super poofy or anything. So that a peasant kind of can look okay next to the non-peasant. I mean, neither of them are really like rich or like poor, I don't think. They're just like popular and unpopular. So like I don't know, back in the day popularity translated to wealth though, so I just made Jennifer more fancy looking. um so yeah, I also originally thought of putting like medieval looking glasses on Needy, but then I was like it doesn't look good. Like I'll just take the glasses off. um so yeah, I color picked from outfits they wear in the movie. Needy wears a lot of like desaturated purples and blues and browns, and Jennifer wears a lot of like brighter colors, um, mostly reds and pinks. So yeah, but I'm thinking for the story, I haven't really actually thought about it that much actually, because I feel like not much would really need to be changed. I feel like it's just kind of like a coming of age sort of story of girls being bros. I don't know. I think this one is one that like fundamentally wouldn't really be able to be translated into like a kid friendly Disney sort of concept, which I think is why I feel like I kind of failed with both of these pictures because the next one after this one is just like a gory scene from the movie, but just in a dress. So I don't know. I do like the drawings though; they turned out good. Um, yeah, I really like the dresses I designed for them. I feel like they fit the characters well and everything. So yeah, this is one. I was gonna put her in the heart hoodie like inspired sort of dress, but then I was like, no, I'm gonna take a specific scene, and it's gonna be the one where she's like in the forest with a guy, and she's wearing like the yellow hoodie. I'm pretty sure it's like yellow and white striped. I'm pretty sure that's the scene she wears it. So I decided to put that like jump scare mouth on her. You don't really see it that clearly, only like when she jump scares you in that scene. Um, but I decided to just do it because woo, scary. So yeah, I kind of struggled with the dress a lot, especially like the colors, because I didn't know like, because she wore jeans too. So like I wanted to make her skirt blue because jeans are blue and skirt is pants. Yeah. So yeah, but that didn't end up working out. So I just went straight just yellow dress, all yellow. Um, so yeah, I ended up still liking it. Um, for some reason, I went with like a Regency sort of look at first, but then I was like, no. I lowered the bodice down to like the waistline where it should be. Um, yeah, I really don't have that much to say about this. I don't know. I can just see it being like a one of those spooky stories, sort of fairy tales about like a succubus princess or something. I don't know, man. um, but yeah, I do think the whole idea of like sacrificing a non-virgin accidentally is like a really cool and original idea. Um, I feel like that kind of suits a like an old witchy sort of fairy tale. I don't know. But yeah, I like how the drawing turned out. I just like don't have much like thought behind like the actual story because again, it's really dark. It's not very translatable into like a kid's fairy tale. So it's just a grown-up scary story fairy tale, which like it already was. Like it's already a grown-up scary movie. So basically, the only thing I changed was like the time period, which not what I wanted to do, but whatever. I still think the drawings came out well, so that's pretty much all I can really ask of my stupid brain. So yeah, I just kind of put a bunch of blood on her, get some guts in there and stuff, you know the drill. So yeah, that's her. I put her like in the forest, but I changed the background to like red just so it would match a little better. It kind of has like Son of Saya vibes now. I don't know, just kind of like red vision in the back. And I kind of feel like the trees don't really look like trees. I just like did it, and then like once I edited it to red, it's like the trees are gone. It's just weird shapes now. Anyway, so next I did The Fly, and I have some hot takes about this movie. Okay, so I chose this movie because it's basically just reverse Beauty and the Beast. Like Beauty and the Beast is like guy starts out as a monster, gets redemption arc, becomes a better person, gets the girl, the end, happy ever after. And then The Fly is like the opposite. It's like, okay, he's kind of doing some stuff, he has a girlfriend, sort of, and but the more he gets into this shit, the worse he becomes, and then he's a monster at the end, and he's not even himself. Woo! Uh, the movie's been out for like 40 something years. I don't know. I don't know math. But spoiler alert, I guess. I wanted this one to be more cute, so I referenced like the 57, I think, version of the movie for like the fly design and like some other cute characters or like little pictures of flies that I'd seen that were just kind of cute little close-ups of their little faces. I don't know what the deal is like with their little snoots, like the little nose, little thing. I don't know what that is, but yeah. I thought that this character might be like a magician or something who's trying to. I think instead of like teleportation, because that was the point of like the original movie was he was trying to teleport things and a fly got in the way. I feel like in this version it would be like he's specifically trying to use a fly just because, like, in a magic world, I feel like teleportation would already be a thing. But I'm imagining more like Dr. Connors from Spider-Man sort of situation where he's, like, taking a specific animal and trying to implement the DNA into human DNA or something, and it goes wrong. And he ends up just a full fly man. Um, so yeah, I did just, like, some really harsh black shading with this one. I felt like, I don't know, I was in a really Halloween-y mood during this drawing. So, yeah, it's very spooky. I took like the colors mostly from like the DVD cover. It's like black and white with like lots of like green and blue like light sort of in there, and like the title is in like green and blue sort of. If I remember correctly, it's like the TikTok logo where it's like white and then it's got like two different colors on like either side of each letter and stuff. Um, Except instead of like blue and pink like TikTok, it's blue and green. So that's cool. Um, it's also giving the guy who didn't like musicals and like Black Friday, because those are very like black with like green and blue accents in like the lighting and the logo and everything. Anyway, that has nothing to do with the fly though. um, so yeah, I'm not very good at like monster designs, so like he's kind of just like a cute little dude. I feel like this would be a lot more kid friendly. um, I mean the fly is not kid friendly at all, but like it would be more translatable into something kid friendly, you know. Um, so yeah, I really like this one. He's just a little guy. I love him. So there he is. I like the background I did too. It's like very blurry and spooky, I think. I don't know. I really like the little glasses, like the way I shaded and did like the little, yeah, I don't know. So yeah. Oh, also the buttons on his little cape thing are meant to look like fly wings, and also the cape thing I did like because it kind of looks like a plague doctor sort of thing. So yeah. Anyway, on to Carrie. Okay, so Carrie is just like Dark Cinderella. Like it's like all the plot points are there. Like she's abused at home. Someone comes and helps her to get to a party, and she goes to the party. But then instead of being happy, she dies. So yeah, everything up until like the prom is pretty much the same as Cinderella. So I wanted to make this kind of like a concept art sheet with like different little scenes from the movie or like specifically the musical. I like labeled each scene with like the song from the musical that it takes place in, just because that was easier to keep track of to me. But yeah, I colored it like the movie because the movie's iconic. I mean, come on. And yeah, so I basically just took a bunch of poses from Cinderella and some from Sleeping Beauty, and just kind of like scribble gesture drawed on them, and then just kind of like added more detail after. And so yeah, I took some colors from her outfits in the movie, and yeah, after that I just kind of went into more detail on the little sketches, kind of tried to design an outfit. Um, the little peasant outfit is very hard. I went more like, um, maybe, I don't know, historical era, I guess. I just kind of was inspired by just Cinderella, I guess, and like Disney princesses in general, like Belle and stuff. Very like peasanty dress, and then poof, gown at the end. I really like the gown I designed for her too. We'll get into it later. Um, but yeah, just a lot of different little scenes all over the place. Also, another reason I did this one is because I read somewhere that like Cinderella originally was like a fairy tale that mothers told their children to like teach them about puberty, and I'm like, that's scary, but like not. It's like good. It's like wholesome Carrie. But yeah, so I'm like, how the heck does Cinderella teach kids about puberty? I don't know, but I was like, Carrie, yeah. So that's a thing. But yeah, I really like the some of the poses in like the Disney movies really translated well to these like darker scenes, like when Cinderella is having her like dress torn apart. It kind of some of the poses have like energy of like being yelled at. So that translated well because Carrie gets yelled at a lot in this in the musical at least. I don't know. I'm thinking the musical because like I've only seen the movie a couple times. I have it on DVD. I'm looking at it right now. Hello. Um, but yeah, I just love the musical so much. I listen to it so often. So like yeah, um, I am not sorry. But yeah, I love the dress I designed for her. It looks so pretty and just so poofy. I wanted to go like I almost did medieval for this one because her dress in the movie is very like straight down, like it's not poofy at all. But then I was like, it's a movie, like it's a story about like a big dance. Like she has to have a big pretty dress. Like this isn't the 70s. This is going back to fantasy 1800s. I don't know. I don't know what time periods are. Just fantasy past in general. I'm also not sure what would lead her to be like the prom queen or whatever to get blood dunked on her because like I was thinking like if she was the one chosen to marry the prince or whatever, but like the prince is like Tommy who already has a girlfriend and only asked her because his girlfriend asked him to be nice to Carrie. So like that doesn't really work. But maybe she just wins like prettiest girl at the ball. I don't know. So yeah, I labeled each little scene with like the song title from the musical. So go listen to the musical because it's good. If you don't believe me that the musical like kind of sounds like princess vibes, like just listen to this and like tell me I'm wrong.
I never dreamed that I could go. When he first asked and I said no, he asked me twice. He asked me twice. And so I finally told him yes. I thought if I could make my dress, I might look nice. I might look nice. I know I'm not like all the others. Sometimes I dream in colors. Sometimes I even think I'm lovely. Nobody feels the things that I do, Mama, please. I'm just not like you, baby. I'll find someone to love me.
I mean, come on. Like she makes her dress and everything. It's all there. Okay, I'm done. Stan Carrie the musical. So yeah, there's all the little Carries all done. I really like this. I'm really proud of it. I actually kind of want to do this like Disney sort of idea a lot more. It's very fun. Yeah, I'm a genius for this one. Bye.